Good morning from Tennessee. Happy Sunday. This is my third take on this because I keep saying really stupid stuff. So apparently my mind's not with me today. So I'm just going to try to keep this one really short and quick and not, not be an idiot. I wanted to show you some things that I discovered about my property this week. There's an outcropping up. Oh, it would help if I turned this around. Idiot mistake number one for this take. Okay, let's fix that. All right, now right up there is an outcropping. At the end of that outcropping, I discovered that's where my property ends. So I actually own a huge portion of this hill, and I didn't realize that. I thought mine ended about right here where my no trespassing sign was. But take that back, just, a few more feet, and I own a huge chunk of this. So these boulders and stuff here, which I love the rocks here, they're so pretty. There's so many colors and stuff. Maybe I can sell some of the rocks for money. I'm going to look into that. I've contacted forestry. They won't come look at my property because it's so small for these trees. They said to contact the 4-H extension office because I want to sell some of the lumber. um I got to do something to make money because not having an income right now is rough. So that's on the list to do this week, is to contact them and see if I can sell those, and I'll see if I can sell some of the boulders, which I don't like that idea, but yeah, I do like that idea. You know what I mean? Anyway, I discovered also that I have raspberries and they grow everywhere. Excuse me, trying to catch my breath. I ate fajitas for lunch, so maybe that's why I'm being such an idiot on this thing today. Um, don't look at all my trash. It just keeps growing. I managed, where this patch of trees is, I managed to clear all the saplings out from there, and I got a large portion of it from here, saplings and vines, and I was able to get my weed eater to actually work along a portion of my stream. I still have, as you can see, a whole bunch more to do. I've got these piles to go through, sort, see if anything's usable, see what's in there, create new piles. I've got this pile to go through, that pile of firewood they left. I need somebody with an actual chainsaw because mine's just a 6-inch hand chainsaw that's only good for like small trees like these two here. So I need a real chainsaw to come here and cut all of that nastiness down. There's a dead tree there that has to come down. A lot of work still left to do. Um, but knowing that I own so much more land here just makes me so happy because that gives me a whole portion up top there that I can do something with. Um, and I'm trying to toy with an idea of whether to get a camper to put there and rent it out. I could do an Airbnb type of thing and make money that way because, this is pretty quiet and neat out here. I'm walking up here because I want to show you my steps. To me, this looks like a natural stepping area, like natural steps down. And I'm thinking when I do get my business going for my little farm area here, I may call it Steps Farm, and I'm going to spell it the old English way where it's like 2 P's and an ES. But I haven't decided yet. Let me know in the comments what you think on that. Maybe you can come up with something else. This bush right here, well, there's raspberries to the front, but behind it is Japanese rose, and it has medicinal properties. And I didn't know anything about it. I had never heard of it until I ran it through my plant ID app. And yeah, I'm going to do some research on that one and see if I can cultivate it. But now I have all this here to clean up and, maybe a little cabin or a camper that I could rent out and have that steady stream of income. I'm leaning towards that as opposed to more garden area because I have all of that back there where I can garden. And then, of course, my property ends at the light pole there. And then 156 feet that way puts me at the end of that outcropping. So other than clearing land, the other thing that I got done this week, which was somewhat difficult. No, it was very difficult, actually. It took a lot of prayer, a lot of patience, and a few tears. But I got my gutter up. Yeah, got my gutter up. Now, it's lorry rigged right here. And yes, I'm going to call it that. It's lorry rigged because I got the wrong elbow. It's sealed. Everything is sealed. I got my joiners. I got everything up the way it should be. Got all my sealant on. There was no leaks when it rained this past week. I was very proud of myself for this. It just looks really stupid right there. Eventually, I will fix that. And then I'll be able to hang my downspout. But it does still all go down into my rain barrel. Other than that, guys, I haven't gotten a lot done this week because there was a couple of days of rain, and I got the gutter up the day before the rain started because I knew I was gonna be done for it. And for the 2 days that it rained, I basically just rested my back because it was a bit much on me. Let me flip this around. All right, so I want to say thank you for all the questions and the concerns and the prayers. I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. It's what I've wanted to do. I've felt called to do for, I don't remember a time when I didn't want to be in the mountains living off the land. Honestly, I think ever since I was really little, this is what I've wanted. And it amazes me how many people have pointed that out because I didn't remember telling people. You know, I knew my sister knew, but I was amazed at how many people I had told that this is what I wanted. And they're all like, oh, you're finally living your dream. I'm like, yeah, I am. I really am. This feels like home. It does. I'm just missing my sister a lot. She's my best friend. She's my rock. And I want to go kidnap her and bring her here and just make her stay, but her family would kill me. One question I did get this week is, do I have a weapon? And yes, trust me, I'm armed in more ways than one, and I'm just going to leave it as that. I'm good. I'm covered. I know how to use everything I own, so we're good. Shout out to Tammy for all the help. Girl, the tips and tricks you're sending me is awesome, and you're sending me such great ideas. I love it. Keep them coming. You know, money, like I said, money's tight, but there are things here that I can do. And, you know, I'm a huge Homestead Rescue fan. If you know that TV show, then yeah. And I always ask myself when I come to a problem like, okay, what would they do? You know, what would they do on that show? How would they solve this problem? And I'm finding that very helpful. It's yeah, it's good. I love it here. I'm happy here. You know, I had the one nightmare just a few days ago. What is that? Sorry, distracted. Want to make sure I'm not being watched by anything. But it just looks like a piece of trash that blew down. Yeah, we had some winds this week. Forgot what I was saying. Must not have been important. So, all right, guys. Keep the tips, tricks, questions coming. Feel free to comment on the videos. And God bless.